What's up, guys? Chris Cobra here. Today we're going to talk about the art of storytelling. So, storytelling is very important for any creator, content creator, marketer, writer. Let's see, it's important for musicians, it's important for lots of people. And today we're going to talk about what is a storyteller. We're going to talk about key takeaways for storytellers. We're going to talk about stuff like how to improve your storytelling, the benefits of storytelling, elements of storytelling, and a few methods to tell a great story. So let's dive right into it. What is storytelling? Storytelling is about creating tales that capture a listener's interest and imagination. It combines vivid descriptions, engaging characters, and a great plot to transport the audience into another world. And I'm sure you all understand what that means. There are some examples of great storytelling. I'm sure you can find some in your own life. But one of the videos I did recently from Costa Rica, my goal was to tell a great story. I planned it out. I wrote it months in advance, and my purpose was to capture the audience and tell a great story. So to do that, I gave myself the first 10 seconds of that video to say something compelling and to give you music and visuals in order to capture the audience's attention and develop the story and the plot of that video. Check it out. It's on Chris Cobra 3 at YouTube. So, good storytelling turns a simple story into a meaningful experience. What I did with that video was I used experiences from my past, simple experiences that millions and billions of people have experienced through a movie that I saw as a kid, and my backstory, my background of my childhood to engage my audience. What I did was I started off the video with a great song, and I said, let me tell you the story. Simple as that. Once I did that, I moved on to developing the plot by going into a little bit of my day. After that, I got back to the story, and I found a simple narrative, a plot, my story, my background to engage my audience. So that's what a great storyteller can do. It can develop the audience's experience to make it more meaningful. And that video has done well. It has, I want to say, maybe 6 times the views of the number of subscribers that I have. And I imagine that as my career on YouTube continues, it'll improve. So like I said, what is storytelling? At its core, it's the act of conveying a series of events, real or imagined, that interest the audience. It's how we share experiences, impart lessons, and evoke emotions. More than simple narration, storytelling is about connecting, engagement, and impact. Like I said, you want to engage your audience, and evoking emotions and engaging your audience is key, and it's how you can get your audience to buy into you as a person. It's how you can get your audience to buy into things that you're selling. And you're not trying to just sell. You want to show people that you can connect with them and that you are intelligent enough to be someone that they would appreciate doing business with, someone they'll appreciate being associated with. So, for creatives, telling a story isn't just about entertainment. It's a they're a medium to express ideas, share visions, and create lasting impressions. You might be a musician and you might be telling a story through music. You may be a painter and you may be telling a story by putting art onto canvas. You may be a content creator or a marketer and you want to tell a good story because you want your audience to associate themselves with you. You want them to love you. You want them to respect you. You want them to feel like that they can see themselves in you and they can see themselves a part of the community that you're trying to build. So, tell a great story. I said that in another one of my videos on YouTube of how to blog. It's what they tell you when they teach you how to blog. Tell a great story. In the school I'm going to, AAU, Academy of Art University, that's what we're learning. We're learning how to tell a great story. We're learning how to get people to engage with content that we create. And we're learning how to make ourselves more impressive to the world around us. So how do you do that? You have to understand your audience. You have to understand their needs, their wants, their desires, their problems, and the solutions for those problems, which you will be if you're offering the right things to your target audience. So in every marketing agency in the world, in every website that talks about marketing, every book, Marketing for Dummies 101 or Marketing for Whoever 101, they're going to tell you to understand your audience, know your target audience. They preach it, and it's not because they're trying to sell you anything so they can sell more books. It's because it's true. Understand your audience. That's what this is. I've been on here for months now. In fact, I've been on YouTube for about a year, and I've been telling people that I'm starting a small business and I want to help small businesses, and I want to get people from the bottom of the world's economy to the top of the world's economy, from the 99% up until the 1%. And that means I gotta know who I'm talking to. The people who got the 99%, they probably don't know this stuff. They don't know who they want to engage with. They don't know how to engage. They don't know what systems to use. They don't know what products to use. They don't know things about buying your first home. They don't know things about going to college and studying for your craft. They don't know things about the market. So I have to be the person, if I want to use them and sell to them, or if I want to get them from the 99% to the 1%, I'll have to be the person to understand what's wrong with them. Not that it's wrong with them, it's just that you don't do things that you don't do because you don't know about them. And you don't know what you don't know until you find out what you don't know. So understand your audience. Let's see. So understanding your audience, now you understand your audience. Now you understand that you need to tell a great story. So what you have to do now is focus on the structure of your story, which means you have to have a plot. You have to have good characters. You have to have you have to evoke emotion. You have to create interesting resolutions to problems. And all of this can be found, the way to do this can be found through research. It can be found through going to school. It can be found through just off the internet. I say that all the time. The internet is a vast place for information because that's what it is supposed to be. When it was designed to be the World Wide Web, people took information from all over the world, from far corners of the world, to put it in one single place, and they want you to be able to access it for the low, for cheap. Some places for free. If you have the connections like that, you can get the internet for free. If you can go to the library, you can go to a cafe, All you need is a computer or a cell phone, and you can contact the World Wide Web through your phone or through your computer or your iPad or tablet, and connect to it, and you can find out pretty much anything you want to. That's what I'm doing now. That's where I got this information from. I did a Google search, and once I did that Google search, it was a vast information of things on how to tell a great story. So it's simple as that. Focus on the structure, create interesting characters, be creative. Show, don't tell. I said that in the video also. How to vlog. Show people what you're doing, don't tell them what you're doing. If you're let's see, if you're a baseball player and you want to write your life story, your biography, your autobiography, and you feel like that people will read that because you have a great story, show them how you did it. You don't have to show them visually all the time, but that helps too. Just paint a nice picture with your words. Paint a compelling story, a nice plot line, a conflict, a resolution, and you will have a winning recipe. You have to develop your character though. You can't just say, okay, I play baseball and I hit home runs all the time. You have to go deeper. You have to tell people where you come from. Why is it so important for you to have played baseball? And why is it so important for you to hit so many home runs? Why is it so important for you to tell people why it's you that could do that? You have to develop your characters by going deeper into the background, going deeper into the experiences that you have, and going deeper into the conflicts and the resolutions. And how do you do that? How do you develop conflict resolution, deeper characters, good plot lines, and creative characters? You can use tension. Tension, it creates reasons to evoke emotion. When you change your tire, like I said last video, when you change the tire, you have to get the nut very, very tight on the bolt in order to keep your tire from falling out. You don't want to ride down the highway with loose nuts on strong bolts, because as you roll, the friction of the road is going to create tension. So you're going to have to create a counter tension, a force that's going to keep your tires from falling out. Keep your tires to fall out on the highway when you're in a precarious situation. And there's a lot more examples of that. There's a lot more examples not to go into about how to use tension, but just know that that's one great example of how to use tension. You can use sensory details. If I tell you I ate an apple and it was sweet, that's different from telling you I ate an apple. If I tell you that when I went outside and it was the sun shining and the smell of the bakery down the street made me hungry, and I was so hungry and so enticed that I went in and I bought a bear claw, that's different than me telling you I woke up this morning, I went outside, I went to the bakery, I ate, and I came home. That's not as exciting. But if I say, oh man, if I say, oh man, I woke up this morning and I was just excited about my day, and I had a great cup of coffee that day. I got outside, the sun was shining, and it was beautiful outside. It had rained yesterday, and I had got my hair wet because I didn't have a hat, and so I was feeling a little bit under the weather. But the smell of that bakery from across the street just made me so hungry that I had to go in and I had to get me a bear claw. And when I ate it, it was the most delicious bear claw I had had in 6 months. You know, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, and you see how it's exciting, and you want to know more. I don't even want to stop talking about the other bear claw because I'm excited about it myself. And I didn't even have a bear claw yesterday, but you know what I'm talking about. I might need to stop this video and go get one. Emotional honesty is another good way to to evoke emotion, to develop characters, to make good plot lines, and to tell compelling stories. Emotional honesty. I'm not gonna go into that too much because I don't really know what you consider to be emotional honesty, but what it is straightforward. Just try to not pull the wool over people's eyes and pull people's legs when you're doing these great stories that you're gonna do based off this knowledge, this new knowledge. Don't lie to people, don't hurt people. Still about the golden rule: do unto others as you had them do unto you. And remember that emotional honesty is important. You can use themes and symbolism. You can tell, like I said, themes are important because it's what your story is really about. And symbols, they can hint of future events. Now let's talk about a few methods of storytelling. Storytelling can be oral. It can be written, it can be visual, and it can be digital. This is kind of a mix between oral and visual storytelling. But what I'm pulling this from is from a written written form of storytelling, and it's going into a digital form of storytelling. So you don't have to stay in one genre of storytelling. You can use one to fuel another, and you can even use those simultaneously. Storytelling is not just about making money and becoming a super billionaire. You can be a person who likes to be at a campfire and just like to tell good stories to your friends to keep them keep them entertained to keep them entertained while you are at the campfire enjoying yourselves and enjoying the nature and the atmosphere. Forgive me, I'm a little under the weather because I was outside in the rain a couple of days ago and still haven't gotten over it yet. But I'm not going to stop this video because I'm trying to further myself in my career. So I need to get some more content out. And that's what I'm doing here. And I thank you for sticking with me and watch. So now you know things about how to tell a good story. You know that it takes a good plot. It takes a good deep character. It takes to evoke emotion, and it takes compelling narratives, and deeper than narratives, it takes to engage the interests of your audience. You know, to understand your audience. And you know a few methods in how to tell a great story. So I'm expecting you guys to come back and comment, like, and subscribe to these videos. I'm expecting you guys to produce your own videos, own books. I'm an avid reader when I have the time, and I have some things other planned. I want to see videos. I want to see books. I want to see YouTube stuff, social media content, artwork, canvas, and digital photography. I want to see anything you got. Music, good music, good podcasts, anything you got that's gonna tell your story, tell a story from somebody else that you are inspired by. And I want to see it as soon as you can because I am really engaged and really excited about you guys, myself, and what we can do as millennials, as Gen Zs, Gen X, baby boomers, whoever. I don't even know the name of the generation after Gen Z, but I'm sure they will do well also. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Chris Colbert 3 on YouTube, Chris Colbert Photography on Instagram, Chris Colbert 81 on Instagram, CEO Chris Colbert on Facebook, CMG.net, CMGGlobalStudios.net. Look me up, 415-605-9408. Thank you and peace out.